Convener Shekhar, Rotary Foundation Chair John Kenny, President-elect Ravi, past President Raja, the distinguished gentlemen on the dais, distinguished guests, in a wheel, my brothers and sisters in Rotary. It's both a joy and a great privilege to be here in Pune today at our Literacy Summit amongst such a distinguished audience, as well as an audience of Rotarians from all over the country and beyond, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. And the cause which brings us all here this afternoon is our firm resolve to banish illiteracy from India by 2017 or otherwise keep at it till it is done as early as possible. At the same time, Rotary International is equally committed to our Honorable Prime Minister's Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, making toilets in schools, providing water and facilities for hand washing, and most importantly, as asked by the Government of India to us, to take the message of the importance of hand washing at appropriate times to the school children all over the country. Indeed, I feel that this message is critical, for if we can do it successfully, hopefully then, through those young messengers, it will spread to their parents, their homes, their families, and to their neighbors and to their communities too. This message may seem simple enough, but it is vital and indeed critical to change India. So to paraphrase an often used quotation, we need to be the architects of the change that we want to see. And then, when we go back from here to our homes and to our clubs and to our communities, it is up to us to involve our ladies of the inner wheel, our youth, our Rotaractors and our interactors and our Rotary Village Corps, and the youth and volunteers from our communities. We have to drive that crusade. And if you aren't fully ready for it yet, I'm sure you will be by the time you are ready to return home day after tomorrow. And I say this deliberately, because what Literacy Chair Shekhar Mehta and WINS is Wash in Schools, National Chair Sushil Gupta have planned together for you at this event is nothing short of amazing. For here you have President-elect Ravindran, who comes from the first fully literate country of South Asia, Sri Lanka, volunteer himself to come for this event to inspire and urge us on. Thank you, Ravi, for doing that. Yes, give him a round of applause, please. Don't be generous. You have Trustee Chair, past President John Kenny, all the way from Chicago, to strengthen Rotary Foundation's partnership in WASH, that is, water, sanitation, and health, as well as in literacy, which too is one of our foundation's 6 focus areas. You have personnel from the government of Maharashtra, one of the most advanced states in our country, in both these areas, and moving fast ahead. And you have, of course, past RI President Raja, our own patron, whose engagement with functional literacy goes back to 1992. And then we have all of you, the doers, the movers, the shakers, who will take it all home and then spread it far and wide into each club, into each community, into each village, into each nookard, through our own teams, and then drive on and on and on till we reach our destination. Now, you know and I know that Rotary clubs have been engaged in literacy for decades. They have collected thousands upon thousands of books, built countless libraries, and they have built and repaired and renovated and furnished schools and classrooms all over the country. 5,000 feet high up in the Himalayas in Uttarakhand, or in the brick kilns of Munger in Bihar, or deep in the tribal forests of Odisha, or working with the children of the prisoners of slums in Mumbai. You Rotarians run engineering colleges, management colleges, and thousands upon thousands of schools. You honor the teachers and support them on September 5, Teachers' Day, all over the country. And you hold special classes after hours for women and adults. You survey, you fill in the gaps, you advocate, you find solutions. And what we are gathered here for is to take stock, join firmly our hands with the government, and help the governments then in our states, for education, as we know, is a state subject, and achieve the 90% plus literacy targets in the time frame that we have set for ourselves, 2017, hopefully, or as early as we can, and not stop till it is done. Past Director Shekhar has told you about his meeting with Madam Smriti Irani, our Honorable Union Minister of HRD. She, as you know, as he told you, is keen to sign an MOU to make it all official, and that's why we'll have Sri Seshu Kumar, Joint Secretary, Ministry of HRD, here tomorrow morning. He's also told you about his unexpected meeting with Amitabh Bachchan, who has fully agreed to be our brand officer, and that's like, wow. Thank you, Governor Ajay Gupta, because that's what Ajay called his conference a few weeks back. Thank you, Governor Ajay Gupta, for helping to put it all together. And Director-elect Manoj Desai will tell you about how he has impressed Deepika Padukone, yes, no less, to become our brand ambassador too. Manoj can do these things easily. And Director PT and Trustee Sushil Gupta will tell you about our other MOU for Swachh Bharat and with Honorable Minister Venkaiah Naidu. Yes, my brothers and sisters, it's all happening, and it's happening because of what you are all doing and what you are going to do. And I have every reason to believe that when we are done, Maharashtra will be the first fully computer literate state in the whole country, though the other states are running a great race as well. Let's come down now to brass tacks, or maybe I should call it the nuts and bolts, on one of my pet subjects, and seeing the government representation here at this conference, center and state, both, encourages me to do so. One of the major issues in schools have been, of course, the absence of good, qualified, interested teachers, particularly in government schools. I remember seeing in one school in Kutch in Gujarat, a primary school with 137 students, and just one lady teacher to manage all the students and all the classes. She was not only exhausted, exasperated, and dispirited, but was seeking an immediate transfer to a place nearer to her home, somewhere in South Gujarat, 600 miles away. She didn't do much teaching, naturally. In Uttarakhand, we found qualified teachers with their new high-grade salaries subletting their jobs to unqualified, unemployed youth for a fraction of their salaries to teach the young students, and obviously making a terrible mess of the whole process and jeopardizing the students' future too. The original teacher was either doing some other job and earning more money, or doing private tuition again, obviously to earn still more money. Of course, all teachers everywhere are not like that. There are in equal measure dedicated, committed men and women engaged in this task, fully engaged in teaching. Teaching is indeed their life. But what I am suggesting here today is that can the state government, looking at the problems we face of getting teachers, allow part-timers, housewives, Students, retired personnel, volunteers, perhaps only on Saturdays, to take school classes on a regular basis. I am sure that many would love to do that, if only for a small stipend to meet some of their personal expenses. Because after all, they are then teaching their own children and their neighbors' children when they take up the part-time job. And if the government wishes, such part-time volunteer teachers could even have a 4 to 6 week special prescribed refresher course before they start teaching. My brothers and sisters, it is my experience that the biggest roadblock in our education today is not books, nor classrooms, nor toilets, nor computers. It is something more basic. It is the non-availability of enough suitable teachers. And that's a situation that we need to address. Just once in a while, I hear sometimes somewhere a mumble, have we taken on too much in Rotary? Isn't education the government's job? What difference finally will we make, really? Chances are that we'll mess it all up. Well, that's what they had said when Rotary had first taken up polio eradication too. And while we have succeeded in making India polio-free, the world still has 3 countries to go, and we are not done yet. But we are working on it. And perhaps in 1 more year, even Pakistan will be polio-free. And then the job will be done. And so it is with literacy in India. I believe we'll get it done surely sooner rather than later. Abraham Lincoln, the former US president, once said, if you have 3 hours to cut down a tree, you should spend 1 hour first to sharpen your axe. That is what we did with Polio Plus. Well, Polio Plus has sharpened us in India, I believe, and it's given us the confidence, the experience, and the faith to stick to a tough job, to try harder, and never, never, never to loosen the grip till the job is done. My brothers and sisters, it's our time now. Let's go. Together, we can do it. Good luck and God bless. Thank you.